Hello, and welcome to Year of the Vampire. This week, we watched Lost Boys.
We decided this is how we're going to do it. We're going to watch more well-known movie, then watch a bunch of unknown stuff for a few weeks, and then watch another well-known movie, then watch more for like random lesser-known things. That way we kind of keep it even in the last 6-7 months. We don't just cram a bunch of indie stuff that people aren't going to be familiar with.
Either way, we somehow haven't watched this movie in full.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've ever seen the movie in full, and I think that is for you too, right?
Yeah, I've seen parts, like pieces.
I don't know. When I was younger, I was never interested in watching it, and I kind of feel bad about never watching it because this movie was fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And I don't know, maybe it wasn't like the funniest thing for being a horror comedy, but when the funny parts happened, it really hit.
Those dogs were very good.
The dogs are probably my favorite part.
Anyway, so plot. What'd you think about the plot?
It was weird.
Family moves to small town from Arizona, and son starts hanging out with a bunch of vampires. Though granted, he doesn't know they're vampires.
Thugs.
Vampire thugs.
Anyways, to the murder capital of the world, I think they called it.
I mean, that's what somebody painted on the sign.
Yeah, what was it, like Santa Carla?
Yeah.
Okay. So California.
Is that in California?
I'm pretty sure it's California.
Okay, so that's not a made-up place.
I mean, I'm not sure if that city specifically is made up, but I know they are in California.
Okay, cool. Well, it was sunny enough to be California.
Yeah. But it all made sense in the end, and that's the point. There was nothing that felt meandering or confusing. So.
No, it was a really well-paced movie. Acting. What did you think of the acting?
This is pretty good.
Yeah, I liked the acting. I thought the acting... I mean, they hammed it up once in a while, but it was the 80s,
I was about to say it was the 80s, so the campiness isn't always a bad thing.
No.
As long as it isn't, annoying or just really bad.
And like you mentioned before, there was comedy, there were comedic parts, and there's hamminess in the acting, but... in addition to the story, the comedic elements, were paced very well.
I think the only acting that really threw me for a loop, which kind of all went full circle by the end, was the grandfather, because he seemed kind of like the out person of the whole bunch, just crazy from the beginning.
But I guess he knew about the vampires from the beginning. I mean, what a way to end that freaking movie.
This lot's for my beer and double stuffed Oreos.
Well, that was the beginning of the movie, but yeah, root beer.
Root beer.
Yeah, beer and double stuffed Oreos.
That's literally just going to be me in 20 years.
The sound and music. I thought the sound and music was great.
80s-esque. And a lot of, not a lot of covers, but the Doors cover by that band was really well done.
Yeah, the cover of People Are Strange that had kind of a freaking jazzy sound to it.
Okay, and we can't not mention the scene with the dude playing the saxophone.
Oh,
that
yes.
song rips.
Dude, I would listen to a band like that. I would listen to their entire discography every day. That sounded great.
It was... Oh my god, that scene was just amazing.
Yeah, but I thought the sound effects were also pretty good. They didn't use... a lot of the ones I really noticed were the kind of whooshing sound effects for when the vampires were flying away or landing, which... We'll get to that in a second, but yeah, I thought the sound and music of the movie was also fantastic.
Yeah, it just blended well. It made sense for the movie.
Cinematography.
It was good.
You know, the part we're coming up next. Speaking of the whole flying thing, I appreciated how they did a minimum of actually filming the characters flying, because I feel like a lot of those scenes, it would just look really goofy.
Yeah, instead of showing the actual characters flying,
it's from their perspective, or the perspective of the perspective of the people that are being kind of swooped down on. Which I thought from the perspective of the vampires flying, that had a lot of really cool shots, in the air.
We actually got a lot of good views, because there was a lot of high angles as it came sweeping in at the people.
Yeah, that... It also made you wonder,
everyone
was freaked out. It made you wonder, did they just look like their regular forms, or were they more like even, or were they like even more monstrous? Like, did they maybe sprout wings or something to fly?
And we never got a complete
you see them
answer.
You see them floating inside a few times, but that's a lot different than being outside, where you would traveling long distances, where you'd likely need more control.
And we really don't know what forms they actually took, because one of the dudes who broke into the house towards the end, he came in through the freaking chimney.
I'm gonna just guess that he turned into mist.
Through that.
He probably turned it. Yeah, it's likely he turned into mist or something, or even just a small, like an actual bat, and then just turned back into a humanoid form.
Just watching him spring out of the on fire pit at someone was just insane, and he had to catch himself on the fucking chandelier. That was well done.
And of course, special effects. I really liked the special effects. There weren't a ton, but it was they were especially toward the end.
It's mostly practical. I liked him going invisible scene.
Oh yeah, that was the mirror scene. That was really
pretty well done.
I liked. Oh my god, they didn't mention the other vampires' names very very much in the movie, but the one they melted in the bathtub, him melting. And then just all the pipes in the house just spewing an unnecessary amount of blood. Yeah, it's for the rest of the movie.
It's like his body started getting sucked down the drains, but instead of just disappearing, it just kind of exploded through the entire piping system.
His skeleton was still in there.
There was just...
that was like a blink and you'll miss it shot, but that was really cool too.
Oh my god, that bathroom is destroyed. I feel bad for whoever's gonna have to clean that.
And the other vampire that got killed on the freaking stereo, his head just freaking exploding.
Death by audio.
By stereo?
Yeah, it works either way. But no, him exploding was pretty wild too.
Oh, then the main vampire just exploding into just a huge fireball as he's impaled with half a tree and flung into the fireplace. After that he's just gone. I don't know. I really liked this movie.
It was really fun.
Though it also makes me a little sad that in 2008 and 2010 they had to make sequels to the movie.
We obviously haven't watched those either. If they're good, let us know.
I don't know if they're good, but I mean, we'll definitely. We definitely won't watch them on this. We're not focusing on sequels.
We're just doing singular movies from any series
or the beginning or the beginning ones.
It'll be the first one no matter what.
But yeah, obviously, The Lost Boys was fantastic. It's a classic for a reason, and yeah, we both definitely say watch it.